Oh boy, here we are. My stream is saying my internet is absolutely horrible, so we'll see about that. Woo! What am I doing today? Today, I am gonna design some Pokemon Nights. I've already sort of got one going, so I'm just gonna keep working on this. But first, the proportions. I don't like them. Go away. Let's just start with this. Oops. What am I hearing? I don't know. I'm gonna mute my background. I don't think my background's muted. Oh, whatever. Okay. I don't know. Smaller. Maybe the feet are too big. Oh my god, my mom's Christmas music is so loud. I think that's what I'm hearing. I feel like it's echoing through the walls. I hope you guys aren't picking that up. I don't think so. I hope not. Anyways, tea. There's just something about this. Do I want longer legs? I think I want smaller feet. A bit more torso. I think I don't have enough torso. Proportions are hard. I'm not very good at proportion. Okay. Here's my color wheel. Take me back! Window. Oh my god, it's Alvin and the Chipmunks singing Christmas music in my house. I feel insane right now. What did I have here? Back to large size. I think I'm gonna deal with line art a little bit, actually, surprisingly, because there's some design elements I want to understand. There's lots of curves like that in Sylveon's design, which I want to incorporate. Lots of sharp edges. There are bows, but I just don't think that's gonna match my aesthetic. But shapes like this will be good. Some flowy elements, like this hair should be good, or ribbons, or whatever these are going to be. I haven't decided yet. I think that'll be good. Maybe I want this to be a bit more up. I think I need to exaggerate the form, whatever the form's going to be, it's got to be exaggerated. What pen am I using? This is so low opacity. Soy pen! I'm using the soy pen. I'm gonna keep using the soy pen, to be honest. For me, line art never stays all that long, so do I want to go up instead? I think that's too Pokemon. I like this design. It's weird. Oh my god, the Christmas music is sending me up the walls right now. It's insane. I'm gonna ink in the general shapes. This is gonna be a pauldron. Here. What do pauldrons look like? I'm gonna find one and enter it in. Pauldron. Google search pauldron. Oh man, is my internet just tanking? Yes. Yes it is. Woo! Okay, Google, show me what pauldrons look like on a human being. This one's not bad. What kind of pauldron do I want though? Do I want a metal pauldron? Do I want a leather? I think Sylveon should have lots of metal armor. Boop. Just throw that in there. Let me look at that a little bit. Thank you. Am I on the correct layer? Nope. Can you guys even see me renaming my layers? Nope. I'm just fully zoomed in right now. Like that. That's what a pauldron looks like. More or less. The thing is, I want to make it more shapey, so I'll probably come back to that at some point. We shall see. And then I do like this scaling here. I think I'm gonna incorporate that as well. A couple of places. But I like it with this sort of shape now that I'm thinking about it, so I'm gonna try to do that. Like that. And then I wanted to include a cloak of some sort coming up the back because we need flowy cloth because it's, I don't know, that just feels right for a Sylveon design. So, we'll have to add that in at some point. I want to go concave or convex. I should, just to be safe. That's gonna help me with symmetry a little bit, which I can tell I'm very off. I can fix that. It's not supposed to be perfect, but still. Adding in a lot of chainmail like below, like this area is going to be chainmail. I'll have to color code it later so that I know what exactly it is that I'm doing. But do I want a belt somewhere? Like, attaching here and across. I should, but it's just a lot of work. It's a lot of work for little old me. I'll think about it. And then I want a bit of like a inner waist here. I'm thinking like Elden Ring, Black Knight Assassin kind of build for this armor. And then some hip pauldrons that are subsumed. Actually, I think I'm gonna do a leg open. How would this work with armor? Should I have a belt then? Maybe? I have to think about it. I have to look at reference. Recently, I've been getting away from Pinterest because Pinterest can suck my butt with all the AI images on it. I've been using this website called Cosmos instead, cosmos.so. I honestly can't tell if it's much better. The search is not quite there. Like a lot of things I've been looking for, I haven't been able to find in terms of pop culture. Which is a little bit frustrating, but also, what can you do? And I do think they still use AI images, which is a little bit upsetting. But also, what can you do? I'm trying to avoid them at all costs, but it doesn't always work, which is, you know, it is what it is. It's just really, I hate looking at AI images and using them as reference without realizing it. So sometimes when I notice something I'm looking at as AI, I just get so mad. I'm like, fuck, no, I got tricked. Okay, I definitely want like all the way across but open on one leg so I can have like a metal leg showing. And this is gonna be more leg armor. I don't know how it's gonna attach yet. Armor, it's vibes based. I'll allow it. I have to figure out what to do in this area. A little bit. And maybe I want to add some sort of scalloping on this edge here, so it matches more of Sylveon's general patterns. Or I could just add them in as part of the cloth. We'll see. What just happened to my pen? Come back! Thank you. I want it more like that, yeah. With the scaling of the leg going down like this, would it go down? Would it go up? Would it go like that? I'm gonna make it. It's my it's my design. Just thinking, like, if you were to bend the knee like that, would that be okay? Would you be able to bend? I think so, because all the plates are facing the same way as the leg. Feet. Feet make me upset. Oh. That's just what we're gonna go with for now. This needs to be over. That's not where the kneecap would be, I don't think. Yeah, a bit more like that. But I guess the whole thing would be more like that. And then I'm on the fence if I want to continue with this sort of jagged edge plating, or if I just want one full plate at the bottom here. I don't know. Well, in any case, that's a better foot than I had before, so it's a victory. I'll take it as a victory. It could be fun if I made it a bit more like, shoo, she's flying, she's so... Nah. I think the cloak would have to be longer for that to work. But it could be fun to do like a bit of dust, like that. To add some shape. Oh, I could do like a chainmail like here and going down. That sort of doesn't make any sense though. Over the cloth. Let me look at more armor designs and decide and think about it. My best bet is some sort of hip design here that attaches to the upper armor somehow. Like that. Is that too samurai though? Because I am gonna make Samurott eventually, who is obviously I don't know what it's based off of, so I'm trying to stay away from like the Japanese armor styles at this moment, because I'm gonna use them later. But I think I'll just leave that for now and think harder about what the hell is happening right here. maybe I'll make a code for chainmail. I want chainmail here. You can barely see that. I want chainmail to be here. Okay, please give me a color that works. Oh, it's because the opacity is low. I'm a fool. Chainmail there. I want chainmail on the arms, like here and here. Maybe I want chainmail in this leg bit a little bit. I think that will be enough. Wow, my stream is still telling me I'm in the red. Oh god. And of course I have to draw my worst enemy, which is a hand on a hip. I hate doing this. I always make poses where this is required, but just know that I hate it. Okay, that one's actually surprisingly not that bad. Wow. That is a miracle right there. Bit big though. Okay. Wow, that was a miracle that I did that first go. Wow, I'm kind of impressed with myself there. Now, what is this elbow going to be doing? I think like a really like spiky elbow armor would be cool. But the problem is you can't really like see where the spike would be, so maybe I'll just do something like that, and then well, honestly, isn't this the front of the arm though? Yeah, it is. So I could do gauntlets. What do gauntlets look like again? Flare, a bit more flare, let's see. I want to flare out like that, or do I want to flare in? I think I want to flare in. I think that looks better. I regret that choice. And then, yeah, no. Okay, no. Abort. Abort that. Okay, there would be an elbow pad back there. Okay, I have to think through this. To put your hand on your hip, your forearm has to be up. This has to be your forearm. So your elbow is actually more off to the side. More like that. Oh, okay, yes. This is, yes. Okay. So I can do something crazy, like a weird elbow pad like that. Spike. Because I also want to include this design a bit more. So I can do that. There we go. Okay. That is a fully functioning arm right there. And I might do a similar thing here as well. If I can do it correctly. I'll have to, that requires thought over there. Okay, and then this hand, she's gripping a sword that I want to be a whip sword, so it starts out like this with all the, and then it can break out into like longer pieces. like that, because I think that's sick. And I'm kind of going with this pattern here from the little boot, Sylveon's little boot sleeves there. Yeah. So I have to think about her gripping the sword. Let's see, you'd be gripping it down. Let's see, hand on hip. Gripping down so the thumb is on the inside. And it'd be like here. And then the rest of the fingers like that. Okay. Wow. Hand's hard. Hand's hard, guys. I could give her like sleigh like nails. Because I for some reason I'm better at drawing hands if the hand has like really freaky digits. But if you're holding something like that, I think your thumb would go more like that. That's a good shape. I'm leaving that for now. I'm leaving that alone. So I can think about this arm. So how is this arm going to be different from the other arm is a really good question I should be asking myself. I'm worried that the music is too loud. I'm turning it down. Is it playing still? Yes, it is. Now, this one had it going like that. But I feel like this one should be going like that, right? Oh, wait. I'm thinking now. No, I do like it this way. Or I could do something entirely different for this arm, which could be fun. But what? What would I want to do? I don't know. We'll think about it. This arm is going to be mostly chainmail because I'm going to have less of a protection on the shoulder. Something just like that, I believe. I'm gonna draw the sword on a different layer because these angles are kind of hard to get and I always have to adjust. Okay, I think that's good for the hilt here. Should be more up across the shoulder maybe? Okay, let's try that. That hilt is way too long. But I do want it to be like a very gigantic sword because I think that'll be fun. Yeah, okay, well, okay. That has to be more in the fist. I realize that now. And then we'll have the hilt. Would it go over or under? Let's see. I don't know. I don't usually do swords with hilts. Is this a hilt? Is this what you would call that? Would it be like that? Or would it be like that? it's this way. Okay. And then I'm gonna widen the sword out a lot. Like so. Doesn't have to be straight because I will definitely be redoing this at some point. At another point in time. I'm still kind of in the sketching phase here. I don't love the angle of this. I want it to be more like that, yeah. Yes. I've been playing a lot of Pokemon recently. I booted up my DS. Let's see, which way did I want this? Okay. And I've been playing... First I started playing Pokemon Black 2, I think, is the one that I have. I found a copy of it in Tokyo. I was like, oh my god, yes, this game is so rare! Finally got my grubby little mitts on that one, so I've been playing that one. It's really awesome. Gen 5, which is black and white, is my favorite Pokemon gen. I played it as a kid all the time, so it's very, very precious to me. And I was sort of expecting Black and White 2 to be more or less the same, but it's actually quite different, and I really appreciate that. So I've been having fun with that. I'm an Oshawott specialist. I love Oshawott. Love that little guy. And then I found my copy of Pokemon X. What did I want to do with this heal? Something like that. So I've been playing Pokemon X a little bit. That's been fun. I just played it this morning and hadn't saved in a while and my cartridge disconnected. So I might not be touching that one for a little bit because that made me really mad, to be honest. But yeah, those have been really fun. So I felt kind of motivated to draw some Pokemon related stuff, but because... Oh, I did that on the same line, whatever. Because I just didn't want to draw straight up Pokemon, I was like, I could add some fantasy stuff in there somehow. And that's how I landed on this idea. I actually think I saw someone do something similar on Reddit, maybe? And I was like, ooh, those are awesome, so I wanted to make my own. Okay, I feel pretty good about this sketch here. There's some things I could definitely add for sure. Some things I need to think about when it comes to like how everything fits together. But overall, this is not bad by any means for a first pass. I'm gonna add back in some details. Like this one. Though maybe I should do more like that. I have to figure out the eye slits. It could be like that. But that feels like weird. And then I also kind of have to figure out the mouth. I was gonna do like a graded mouth for the helmet, but I'm not really feeling that. So we'll see. Pretend it's pointed! Pretend it's pointed! Okay. That's a bit better. I'm trying to make things very sharp. I think Sylveon does have a lot of curves in the design, which I'm gonna save for like cloth, but there's also a lot of stuff happening like this that I want to incorporate in this design, mostly just shapes. Like obviously this looks nothing like Sylveon right now, but when I fit the colors in, I think things will come together a bit more. I'm just gonna leave that for now, honestly. And add in the cloth. Oops. So I wanted a little, I don't know what this is, something like that to trail behind. It's good for a ribbon, I'd say. I'll deal with the exact shaping of that later. And then I wanted a bunch of, like, maybe it's hair, maybe it's not hair, to come out of the helmet bit. Kind of like, no, keep that. Kind of like when you have a helmet that looks like, hold up, okay, this is a bird, but when you have a helmet that looks like that, and then they have all the like little things coming out of it. Wow, that was amazing. Okay, you get it. You get what I mean. So I want to do that. I think for now I'm just gonna do them as lines so I can play out a bit more with that. Wow, I don't usually use this pen, but I'm really liking it right now. Something like that, which adds more of a Sylveon vibes. I feel like that's passable. That's good. I kind of like the vibes of this so far. It's fun. I'm gonna make it a bit bigger. And then I'm gonna mess around with some coloring, possible color palettes here. There we go, that's the word I wanted. Just to see what I like. I think one of the things I do want is white armor. So I'm gonna play around with that. I'm thinking maybe I want to do kind of the ratios here, so like 80%, 70% white, like 20% pink, 10% blue-ish, sort of those general ratios for what colors I'm going to be using, but also blue armor would look really sick, so I'm not sure yet. I'm going to start with just coloring this whole thing in white. That'll be my base. And I might mess with the pinks a little bit. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see how I mostly draw dark fantasy, which is not really this color palette in particular. So how I can mess with values and stuff to see if I can get anything more towards my aesthetic. We shall see. I'm gonna leave the hair values alone because I don't, or the hair bits like these, because I don't want to deal with them right now. Okay. Okay, let me start with getting some colors out of this that I like. Okay, that is the palette. That's the palette. I like this one a lot. I think that this one has potential. I might mess with some colors a little bit here to see if there's anything I can get that's a bit more desaturated. This might be a good accent color. Let's see. Let's start with this one. This is my white color, yeah. I'm just going to choose pink for both the cloth bits to begin with and go from there. I think it might be a little bit too much pink, to be honest, in the same areas. So one of these might become white in the end. And I could also have, I could do the chainmail as blue. That could be interesting. Blue chainmail. That introduces some good values in there. Okay, I do like that. I do like that a lot. I might make her fingers blue just for fun. Got this light pink. I never thought I'd say it, but oh, I would love to use gray for this. Gray and some places of this. I think it's mostly gonna be pink, to be honest. Or mostly gonna be white. Trying to add in some blue here and there. See if I like that at all. I think maybe instead of this being pink, oh, I could try this being pink. Otherwise, I think it's too much pink on the bottom half. Try blue. I could honestly just do white with designs. Come on. Come back. Okay, I do like that a bit better. I'm gonna try another one that has the blue with the armor. Oops. Renaming my layers. So that is the top possibility. Here's the bottom possibility. I really like this color of blue, so I might go with it. But at the same time, I'm once again going to be designing Samurott after this. I wanted to do them at the same time, but I just kind of got into this one, so I'll have to go back and start sketching that at some point. But maybe I'm using too much blue with this design. I don't know. I like it so far. I like this blue a lot. I think it has potential. Okay, so if we start with a blue base, I think this white would look good with certain parts of the armor, maybe? Like this pauldron here. Some of the, like, little, still part of the pauldron, the hip one. Maybe the feet. I'm getting too far. Okay, okay. Let's just pretend that let's just make all the armor white for now, or all the armor blue for now. Sword's gonna be white for sure, or white-ish. I think this could be good white. Trying to think what else would look good white. The breastplate might also be good white. I'm getting too much into the white. I know it. Maybe something like that. And then I could do the chainmail pink this time, like here and here and here and down here. And maybe pink hair as well, or I don't know, this isn't gonna be hair. Ribbons, something like that. Honestly, kind of like the pink face as well. We'll see. We'll see if I go with the pink face or blue face. I kind of like that more, to be honest. Adds a bit more interest, I think. To do something like that, and then I'll add in some accent colors with the lighter pink and the lighter blue, like where I can. Could do a light pink on the back of this and design that a bit more. I could do some extra tendrils here to add in some more pink, like that. This could be pink. I don't know, we'll see, but I like this bottom one a bit more, so I'm gonna start with that, I believe. Okay, that's the bottom one. Yeah, I don't know, something about that. I like that more. I like that a lot more. Even though I don't think the colors are as faithful, I'm gonna leave it because I still want that dark fantasy vibe, so yeah. Oh, I need to stretch. Looking down at my tablet is not good for my posture. Oh, I can get some water as well. Okay. Now I'm gonna start on the flats for this character. And maybe, hopefully, if I'm lucky, get some good... What is this? I don't need that. Get some good shading. Some general shading in. But we'll see what time that takes us to. I usually don't work for more than like an hour and a half at a time, so. I love the selection tool. It's GOAT. I am going to ignore the sword and the hair ribbons, whatever they are, for now, and just focus. Ooh, dog is barking. Oh. Focus on the main character for now, because that is going to be the bulk of the work. What was that? Okay. There we go. All blue. All blue, so blue. I think this will probably be my thumbnail here. For later. I'm gonna just do that right now. Wow. Save duplicate. Oh, puppy's barking. Why is he barking? I don't feel good about making this so white. I might actually go for like an off blue. A bit more gray there, so I have room to go whiter when I need to do the shading. Or not the shading, the highlights, because armor... First of all, armor is so hard to paint. I'm still not very good at it, so hopefully this will be good practice for me. But there's a lot of values that go into it that I need to work on, so I don't want to start at the very whitest white I can get, because do I want this? Because if I do that, then I won't be able to add highlights. What else do I want to be white? I want parts of the hand to be white, but not the fingers. Fingers are going to be blue. And this gauntlet is also going to be partially white. Knee. I might actually leave that for now. And then the cloth. And I'll add some more Sylveon designs. Elements when I get to the details, but I'm still really early on. Honestly, I probably shouldn't even be choosing colors at this point. I should be refining the line art and stuff, but I'm so lazy when it comes to line art that I just like to move ahead anyways, so I'm gonna pretend that this is perfectly refined, and then I'm not gonna have to redraw anything later on. It's fine, that's just life. Okay, now for some chainmail, which for now I'm just gonna block in as pink so that I can tell what it is, but I don't want to mess with it quite yet. It honestly might go over the top a little bit like that, obscure that line. And then I want some here as well. And here. Was that all where I wanted it? I guess so. And then do I want the face to be pink or do I want it to be blue? I think I like blue, honestly. It's gonna be a belt. Little ribbon belt there. Oh, stop barking. I hope you guys can't hear that. If you can, just know he's the cutest dog in the whole world and I love him. He's great and he's awesome. Okay. I'm gonna leave it there for now, in terms of what colors are where. What I really need now is to armor shading? It'd be kind of cool if I could incorporate this as a part of the color. Let me see if I can get like a better blended out. Like that might be a kind of fun color to include because it's partway between blue, this blue and the pink. So just gonna do some really basic values right now with what could go where potentially. This leg is gonna be the most work as far as shading armor goes because there's a lot more of it. I do kind of want the face to be pink the more I'm looking at it. I could also do white though. White with like some accents, so I might... Oh, and then maybe I should do the top part pink. Because it's Sylveon, and those ears kind of match that shape. That's not a bad idea. That is not a bad idea. And then I would do the hair white. Okay, I'm like okay with that. And this could be a good like shading color or highlight color when I get there. Honestly, so could that. Am I on the right layer? Yes, thank God. Okay. It's still quite messy, but I don't hate it. Recently I did a commission where I had to shade some clothes, as one does in a commission, but the shading I thought I did a really good job, so I'm kind of trying to think about how I did that exactly. I'm trying to make it a bit easier on myself this time around. I think I just got lucky with what colors I used. They just ended up looking really good together. I don't really love the purple. I'm gonna get rid of it. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, you're gone now. Bye-bye, purple. I'll fill it with some other intermediary color. Maybe this one. Could be fun, I don't know. Had a bit of red in there. But maybe it's too red, I don't know. We'll see. I feel a bit finished for today, to be honest. So yeah, this is what I'm working on. I realized that I should probably be more active on Saturdays since it's the day I post generally. So I wanted to stream today. Next week, hopefully I should have an upload on Saturday. And I can't stream that day, so maybe I'll stream the week after that, but I'm sure I'll be working on this at home, so look forward to seeing how this. Oh, hi Kevin. Can I call you that? Sorry, I'm like literally just finishing up. I'm designing Pokemon Nights, but I'm tired now. I'm tired and I want to be done, so I'm gonna quit the stream. Sorry, you just popped on. Anyways, yeah, I'll work on this again another time, so.